Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? This is our lunch hour special. I just get out the gym and tanned a little bit, and I don't feel like washing the shit off. You know what I'm saying? So straight out the gym, straight out, straight out the. Got to be fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, straight out the gym. So feeling a little random. You know what I'm saying? Feeling real good. Feeling real good. This portion of King David Superstar is brought to you in part by Diet Dr. Pepper. When you just need more. Diet Dr. Pepper can be bought at participating groceries and grocery stores near you. They have something new that's called Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream, also with zero sugar. T. Swinney in the building. What's going down, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm in the building, man. Got T. Swinney down for the win. Back with the king. You know how we do things. Hey,
Yeah.
it's time to get it started. Hope you're having a lovely day. And hope you enjoy your afternoon.
I feel like butterscotchy Versace.
Hey, it's going down.
It's funny, man. Huh.
We come around. You know we like to clown. It's the
All right.
time we gonna always put it down. Hey, turn your frown into a smile. Hey, you got some time, come and spend a while with us.
What?
Ride the bus, we all about the buck, spend the money, ain't a damn thing funny. Yeah, it's sunny outside. Come and take this ride. Hey, you know we represent the South Side.
South side. Ooh, right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's going down, boss?
Not much, bro, man. Maintain it.
You know, it's funny. We were going to go to the casino last night. We were going to go to the casino last night, and T. Swain was like, "Yeah, man, let's go and do this." So we went 2 nights in a row, and we went out to just go hang out. And I lost a whole bunch of money, and I won it all back. So So T. Swain was like, "Man, you got to teach me this shit." I'm like, "All right, fine, let's go." So you go and tell a story.
Oh man, I had been up for over 24 hours and got ready to roll out. Next thing I know, I got fully dressed, cleaned up, man, sat down, went to put my shoes on. Next thing I know, it's daylight.
Right. So this is not the first time this has happened before. So I thought it was funny. So the first time it happened, I didn't know what to think. The second time it happened, my girl was like, "Aren't you leaving?" Because I got dressed and everything. And I'm like, "Yeah." I sent him 3 messages. He don't respond after the third message. That dude is dead. So I'm like, that's a wrap. So I just took my clothes off, jumped back in bed. I went to the gym this morning and sent him a message like, "Hey man, you alive?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Man, I thought I was dead."
I thought I was dead, man. The last thing I remember putting my shoes down in front of my feet. Next thing I saw was daylight. I was like, "Man, is this a dream?" You know.
The funny thing was he was like, "Yeah, dude, I got fully clothes, had my shoes on, had my cologne on, I was ready to rock and roll, and that was it. Game, set, match."
The body took over and said, "Nah, you need to sleep. You want to sleep right now."
And all of a sudden, 415s didn't see no wires, and then we heard boom from the amplifier. You know, right? Yep. When your body just says no, that's a wrap.
The body said, "I'm taking control."
Yeah, man. Dude, what was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
Oh man, it's a couple. Of course, Transformers, the original.
Right. 80s man, LJN, right?
He-Man, Ninja Turtles. Oh man, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Tailspin.
I was never a fan of Darkwing Duck. I kind of felt like I felt like Darkwing Duck was kind of like a B-rated. Yeah, I felt like they just didn't put the work in. Kind of like Beanie and Cecil. Like if you was broke, you were forced to watch these bullshit cartoons on Sunday because we didn't have cable. You feel me? Like if you was broke, you were stuck watching like Beanie and Cecil, fucking
man, what else is that?
Darkwing Duck. Like no, Garfield and Friends was the shit. I love Garfield and Friends.
Flintstones, man, Looney Tunes.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, this is when I discovered the VCR and how to record it from SP to SLP, you know, speed and then super long play, you know, and I literally had tapes that were 6 hours long of like, you know, Garfield and Friends, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Merry Melodies, Woody Woodpecker. The problem was like, you know, we had exact Tiny Toons. Yeah. So the problem was when we were kids, man, we had extended days. So we didn't get home early enough to catch the cartoons. Cartoons came on in the morning I think like from usually I think from 6 to like 8. And they'd be like Good Morning America after that. And then I think cartoons started like around 2:00 and they went on to about 5. I didn't get home till after 5. So I was fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always try to find ways to skip school or to program that VCR to fucking, record all my favorite cartoons. My favorite cartoon though, to this day, to this day, Thundercats.
Yeah.
Thundercats. Well, I go on a fucking rant. I'll be driving just random, and T-Swim's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? I be going into my straight up mum raw roll. I'll be like, ancient spirits of evil, transform, mysticate form into mum raw, the ever living. He would just wig out. You know what I'm saying? But that was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of the show, is just wigging out as Mum Ra. Mum Ra was the shit. He did whatever the fuck he wanted, but he always got punked. I never understood that. How are you a god? How are you a god?
And you got to crawl back into the casket.
You got to crawl back into the castle. Yeah, and he walks around in the sunlight. So I just don't get it. How are you going to let these mutated cats fuck you up and send you back into your hole? I don't get that.
Hey, you see what you just said?
Yep.
How you let these cats fuck you up and send you back into your hole?
Thank you.
It's a lot in that right there.
Thank you.
How you let the cat fuck you up and send you back into
your hole? Take your balls. You like how that works?
Oh man,
on the fly, baby.
Well, I do music, so I take things and twist it.
Thinking on the fly.
But that was really good.
You like that transition? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go to my podcaster book of idiots. Here we go. This portion of the King David Super Show is brought to you in part by Spotify, SiriusXM, Stitcher, Google Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Audible, Apple iTunes, and Apple Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, ask Alexa. Hey, Alexa, play the King's Thought of the Day podcast. It will play. Ask Siri. Ask your phone. If you just any iPhone, hey Siri, play the King's Thought of the Day podcast. It'll play. So
to do that, you'll need to turn off airplane mode.
Thank you, Siri. I appreciate it. Yeah. So topic of the day, it's interesting, man. Topic of the day is the kind of the short of the sweet of it is like, no normal person would compromise their livelihood and their happiness to accommodate somebody's bad life decisions. And it's interesting. This morning, I got a text message because I'm a property owner. I own a bunch of real estate. And I marketed some of my properties to be on housing. And I got this very asinine message from this woman. I'm actually going to read it to you verbatim. So she basically goes on to a website and she basically tells me that what's it called? I have a set rent on my property, contingent upon the market reaction of what my property would rent for. Yeah. Now, housing has a set scale, which basically pays up to 100%, but it also encompasses you to pay the difference. So if you want to live in a certain area, they'll give you up to this much, but you got to pay the difference. Okay, case closed. So she's all in her feelings, basically stating that, are you, willing to negotiate? I'm like, no, the price is the price. And she's like, best of luck finding somebody, I have 5 children, this is the most the housing will cover. You might want to rethink the amount you're asking. Consider we're all single mothers. So I'm like, duly noted. So I write her back and I'm like, best of luck with you. I'll be fine on my own. And I'm like, for future reference, don't sit here and send messages to people that you don't know with a fucked up attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of response you're going to get. And for the record, I don't sit here and rethink my rent because you made bad life decisions. Do you kind of see what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to sit here and rethink my rent contingent upon what the real market value is because you have a bunch of fucking kids? Negative. Negative. It's like I shouldn't even have responded, but it just kind of rattled my cage because it's like, I don't even know you from Flip. Hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so. I currently have everything is in the delivery in my world. You know what I'm saying? If you would have talked to me a little nicer, you know what I'm saying? Hi, my name is I don't even know your fucking name.
Mm.
Hi, it's like this, I don't understand this entitled attitude. It's like, hi, my name is Joanne. I'm currently on the XYZ housing program. I see that you have a property that's in an area where I want to live. Currently, my voucher covers XYZ. Are you willing to negotiate? That's all you got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Not you will do this and you will do that and you will do this and you will do that. Because at the end of the day, perception is what? 90% what? Reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't call me barking at me, giving me fucking orders as if like I'm supposed to fucking do something for you, or as if I'm supposed to accommodate you. No, bitch. This is my house, last I checked. And I set the rules. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Yeah.
So good riddance. So you made we had a conversation. You were talking to me about this almost identical situation here. You were talking about a woman that had 5 children with 5 different men.
Yeah. Somebody that I'm familiar with was talking about like, does a woman's decisions and her being a single mother affect her value in the dating market? And I was like, yeah, because you're not a better option than a single woman with no kids,
no children,
with no children. So y'all might have, you might be loyal, you might be a good woman, you might
have a
cook,
great
clean,
job,
all that kind of stuff, and do all that stuff.
Right.
But your value is not that compared to a woman who does all those things, who doesn't have that responsibility.
Yeah.
Your baggage. So yeah, the better option, for a man is to pick the woman with no kids, so he can start his own legacy if that's what they choose to do.
Exactly.
And he doesn't have to worry about all these other fathers, all these other family members that come from these other kids. And then he don't have to worry about, can I discipline these kids?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually
is
when
the mother gonna choose the child over me?
Usually when it comes to already made families, the biggest obstacle that you're gonna have to deal with, the line of respect, what I'm saying? Because it's like, number one, men with men, the father, the real father with the stepfather, or the man playing the role as the positive male role model in the household. The issue is, it's like sometimes they feel some kind of way, as of like, don't be disciplining my kids, don't be filling my kids' head with your bullshit, this, that, and the other. It's like, you know what? At the end of the day, if you did your job, we wouldn't be in this position right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both did their job, you wouldn't be in a position. Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm not even judging her. I'm not even pointing fingers at the woman in this situation. I'm just kind of stating, like, as long as you're being a good father, you see what I'm saying? Whether you were together, whether you're not, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit here and bark at me as if what I can and cannot do, in the presence of your child. You see what I'm saying? So if you have an issue with how I parent, or this, that, and the other, come and pick your kid up. So, but again, it's like, who wants to kind of put themselves, in those obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is, it starts to chip away the value of that woman. You know what I'm saying? She could be a 10, and with kids, now she's an 8, automatic. You know what I'm saying? It's automatic, because now you have obstacles. Now you're going to have to sit here and you can't vacation the way you want to vacation. You can't do the things you want to do. So you always have to, everything is a compromise, especially, your time, especially as a professional. A man's greatest value is his time. You know what I'm saying? And just like what we had last night, like we try to set time to go and do this, and we ran out. Time ran out. Body shut down. Time ran out, because we're literally just kind of just running on fumes. So imagine trying to run on, trying to bring home the bacon and this, that, and the other, and then you expect me to be romantic and to be a great father and be this and be that and this and this and this and this and this. Time's gonna run out. Body's gonna shut down. You kind of see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm only one person, but the crazy thing is, you have these delusional expectations on what they expect for you to do. It's like, so when in all that time am I supposed to sleep? When in all of that time that you're demanding of me, am I allowed time for myself? You kind of see what I'm saying? So there's got to be that equal balance. You know what I'm saying?
In most relationships, man, today, man, it's like, you ain't supposed to have your own plans.
No balance.
You're supposed to just execute their plans and be a waiter, a do boy, an errand boy. You know what I'm saying?
Be on call. call when whenever I call, you better show, better respond and better respond, with 30 minutes or less, or else it's free, So it's just like that's kind of like bro. Again, these are kind of things that chip away at that person. You know what I'm saying? So these are kind of, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying it's very difficult. You understand what I'm saying? And again, last week's episode got a lot of blowback. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, ladies, I'm not beating. I'm
This time
not
for
beating
what?
you up.
For what?
Oh, I'm turning my volume down.
For
Ladies,
what?
I'm not beating anybody up because I played devil's advocate. I play both sides, but it's just like, again, I don't. I just call a spade, and certain people just have, when things happen a lot. I'm just stating the obvious, Oh, but, yeah, I got blowback on there, and there's, I mean, if you're not getting blowback, you're not doing your job, So it's just, because at the end of the day, it's like, people only learn from trauma. If you're not
Most of the time,
if you're not learning from traumatic experiences, you're entitled. I'm a firm believer of that. If you're not learning from trauma, you are entitled. But yeah, that message, with that person really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, and then so then I go to the gym this morning, and we go to Planet Fitness. Me and my girl, we go to Planet Fitness, and I have that I have the black card. So black card basically allows you to use the facility, but you could also use the tanning rooms. You could also use the water sauna or the water massage chair, the real massage chair, in like a red light room. So me and my girl, we're trying to like get back in shape together. You know what I'm saying? Because she understands. It's like, you know what, we're gonna do this as a team. So there's this troll that works there, you know what I'm saying? And I don't use that word loosely. She looks like a fucking troll, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really need to be using this facility instead of working here. So my girl's there. Yeah, bro. Oh, dude. A Latino troll. Best way I could describe it. So I'm just like, she's just being the most, so I want to go tan because like it's about that time. And normally I tan. I'm like, right now I look like a ghost, So she was going to go in the back and basically just kind of sit in the air massage chair while I was going to tan. It's like 12 minutes. Not a big deal. The place is fucking empty. So she's kind of just being rude to my girl. And she's like, well, she doesn't have a black card. I'm like, I have a black card. Well, she's not allowed to use these extra things. I'm like, she's just doing that while she's waiting for me. Why are you being so fucking extra? You know what I'm saying? It's like, is it really that fucking serious? It's a Sunday and there's nobody here, So it's just like little dumb shit like that. It's like, it's like, oh, I have to have a little bit of authority and let me try to flex my authority, or, just so it makes me feel some kind of way. I'm like, so I didn't even think anything. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, well, let's just leave. So we left,
Yeah.
So I go back there today, and, like I told you, I'm over here responding to this bitch on my phone, and I see her stupid ass. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna give this woman the time of day. She already rubbed me the wrong way. You're gonna disrespect my woman. I'm like, I'm not even gonna talk to you. So I go there, tan up. Here we go. Tan back. We're back for the show. Tanning lotion still on. Butterscotchy Versace. You know what I'm saying? So you can call me Butterscotchy Versace from now on. You can call me the king. You can call me Butterscotchy. You can call me Versace. That's you can address the king as Butterscotchy Versace from this day on. This portion of King David Super Show is brought to you in part by LeBeur's Casino. Thank you for your money. Thank you. It's been fantastic. Like, for real. Like, I won this week, I won equivalent to what what do you want to call it? Like what do they call those guys? Those guys that got a PhD? Yeah, a PhD. I think I made an entire PhD salary.
Gotcha.
In 1 week. You know what's funny? 2 weeks ago, I won a PhD salary. And the following week, I lost all of it. And this week, I won it back.
Won it back, yeah.
Yeah, man. But I understand, like, that topic, about why should I compromise my happiness, making accommodations for people's bad decisions, but the main thing is like who's held accountable. I guess the real argument of the elephant in the room is why is it that people have these delusional demands when you're the one who made the bad decision? You know what I'm saying? And they
you
sit
want
there
to
and
make
try
me
to demonize
responsible for
men
your bad
on the
decision.
internet. Right. I've never to this day,
Yeah.
I don't get where this behavior comes from. Where because behavior is learned. So where did this come from? Who what's the word? There's a word for this. There's another word for allowed. Like who allowed this shit to fucking happen? What initiated this? I just don't get it. So
man,
it's
like
just
we have a society that glorifies single mothers. You know what I'm saying? They do it on TV commercials, TV shows, social media.
Well, the thing is,
and then you have a lot of women online.
They're being
you don't see this
enabled.
nowhere
That's
else,
the word.
but they say you're not a man if you don't date a woman with children. What kind of sense does that make? That makes you a smart man.
I've heard that. Yeah. Yeah, it makes him very intelligent. Or you're not a real man if you can't do this, but I do that. Yeah. Like I remember you said on a previous show, you said that you were involved with this woman, and she's like, "You're not a man if you don't hunt." The fuck is that? I can go to the store and go buy it. So how does that make me not a man if I don't go out and kill an animal?
But
I bought the animal.
But I take care of everything.
Yeah.
I take care of everything. I provide for us. And you don't even have to work. How am I not a man if I take care of everything? I do all my husbandly duties. And you ain't even working. You ain't even gotta work. So how am I not a man? And there's so many people surrounding you that don't do half the stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? In a city where a lot of guys ain't doing nothing. So.
The thing is, the more I think about it, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. You have these women that are being enabled by the government for bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? They're being enabled by the government for bad behavior, where it's like, okay, the more children that you have, the more you're fucking rewarded. And it's kind of like this message that I got on my phone. She's like, well, I got 5 kids. Well, you need to rethink things. I'm like, I don't need to rethink shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you need to rethink the decisions that you made.
I don't think shit. Yeah, they got nothing to do with me.
But you're over here telling me what exactly. So it's like, who the fuck are you? It's funny. She's literally telling me, it's like, I have 5 children and you need to rethink how you rate your property contingent upon what the government says. I'm like, no, bitch. The government works for me. Last I checked. You know what I'm saying? Last I checked, the motherfuckers work for me. You know what I'm saying? Your ass has just been you're entitled and you've been enabled. And this is why you are not a functional member of society. So all you do is procreate and have more and make more bad decisions. Make me understand that. This society is so broken. And this is why this is why people don't stay. This is why. This is why. It's just like, this is why. It's like, you can start weighing out your options. Like, I choose this. I've had that. It's sad that I think only in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're describing. It's like that is the norm. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like, well, he has kids, she has kids. It's like whatever happens to the fucking nuclear family. A man meets a woman, they court, they get married, they have children. Nope, that don't exist anymore. You looked at like you're weird. You're viewed at like you're weird if that's your process, or they look at you like you're scared, or why are you scared? What you afraid of? People are just so quick to kind of put you in a position that you're not ready to be in. You know what I'm saying? I've never understood that. It's like
people do that too.
Constantly, and then you have people that are socially around you trying to like cajole you, or try to talk, try to convince you, mind fuck you into thinking like, well, why don't, that's a good look, this, that, and the other. I'm like, nope. You know, because it's like I have too many friends of mine that have been in that same situation, and it's always the same result. He finishes. Who finishes last? Him.
Yeah,
Who loses everything? Him.
he does.
You know.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so it's just like I don't
Mhm.
understand that. And then here's the sad part. The sad part is whenever that person is wrong, they'd rather sink the ship than admit they're fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? When you try to work things
Oh
out,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
well, you know, I'd
I've
rather
had
just
somebody say make your life a living hell.
yeah. They
And
would
I was
rather
like,
sink the ship
do
or
they
make your life
sounds
miserable
good to you?
before they would ever admit they're wrong.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you
and
know,
it's like I'm
it
gonna
just
forget
it's
of
just
you.
never really sat well. I don't know if I'm getting lag or whatever. Hold on, I'm sorry, dude. I'm getting lag on my side. 1 second, 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Where is it?
Was
You
that?
there? Yeah, I'm sorry. It was kind of laggy. Sorry about that. So I don't know if that's the people downstairs, you know, over here eating up my Wi-Fi while I'm over here trying to do a podcast. I told them get off the internet. I'm live. Stay off the internet. Here we are. Gotta love it. But anyway, so long story short, you know, guys get, you know, that they're trying to make the, you know, they're trying to make the right decision. And then what ends up happening is you have people that are sitting there talking shit to them, like, well, you need to get involved with that. You know, it doesn't matter if they have kids, this, that, and the other. And it's like, look, he's trying to avoid red flags. You know, he's trying to avoid all the red flags. But what ends up happening is I think most people avoid red flags because, at least for men, I think most men avoid red flags because they're lonely or they're horny. And I feel that women avoid red flags is because they're trying to circumvent the courting process and just because they need assistance. Either yo yo yo. Yeah, we got a data problem. Hello, can you hear me? I don't hear you anymore, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if it's my data or whatever. Something's not good on
yeah,
my side.
yeah. I'm here, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro.
Mm.
Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying not to get angry right now, but I understand. I think I know what's going on.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, guys. All right, so kind of getting back to the topic, you know. So what ends up happening is like I kind of feel like people avoid red flags for certain reasons, you know, and what ends up happening is it just causes problems, you know, because they're trying to skip the courting process, you know, and then so once people
See,
kind of skip the courting process, you know, what ends up happening is they keep they're freestyling their relationship because they don't really know each other, you know, and you know,
mm-hmm.
and when things don't work out, they want to sit there and beef out with each other. They want to start, pointing fingers. They want to start pointing fingers on whose fault was what, whose fault was this. And it's like they start taking scores, you know, and it's like, the thing that's kind of annoying is it's like,
Yeah,
a man and a woman, they have a fight. No big deal. All right. We have a disagreement. We move on. We have a fight. We move on. No big deal. But one thing that's kind of annoying is it's like, sometimes you kind of feel like they're literally taking a list. They're taking like a tally list and they're over here writing down, okay, you're guilty of this, you're guilty of that, you're guilty of this, you're guilty of that. And then they kind of just, they keep it in a notebook. And so 6 months goes by, something reoccurs and maybe something totally different. And they sit there and bring up all this shit. And it's like, dude, why are we, why are we rehashing the past? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought we got past that. It's like, I just don't understand. It's like, why are you taking score? It's like no relationship is perfect, but it's like, I kind of feel like that's not fighting fair. When people kind of sit there and rehash, things of the past, every 5 minutes, or anytime you're feeling some kind of way, or anytime you're feeling like, a situation doesn't work to your advantage or to your favor, you want to bring up some old shit, and I just don't feel that that's fair. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Signal's
Yeah,
bad, bro.
yeah, I'm here, bro. Let's go.
Signal's kind of bad.
Yeah, I know, man. We're gonna have to
Oh, man.
part two
Why
this.
don't we do this? Let's just go ahead and just cut
Yeah.
it short. Yeah, let's just, yeah, because I kind of feel like
I
the
don't know
people
what to do
downstairs are
with
kind of
it.
fucking on my Wi-Fi, and I don't want to kind of like lose my temper because I'm really getting angry over this. So to kind of just be cool, I'm like, let's just go and just shut this down, and we'll do this either tonight or
Yeah.
we'll just do it later. Yeah, cool. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Lunch hour special. Peace, love, and hair grease.